This weekly video is about the orders, press releases, and next week at GSX featuring SARA. Everybody, I'm Steve Reinharz, CEO, CTO, and founder of Artificial Intelligence Technology Solutions. This is your mostly weekly update, and we're starting with our favorite topic, like collectively, our favorite topic, I think, which is orders. Orders drive revenue. Revenue drives fundamental value, right? So this week, we did 4 press releases. We actually got, I'm recording this on Thursday at the end of the day, by the way. So it's possible, maybe likely, that we got orders on Friday as well. And maybe if we did, Doug will put it up on the screen right now saying, hey, we got additional orders. So we'll see if that is there. But either way, we actually got 5 orders to Thursday. I press released 4 of them, but we actually got 5. And we started out the week strong with the 2 ROAMEO orders. How great is that? A great client, multiple demonstrations, high level awareness and encouragement for us to do these projects. Love it, love the customer, love the application. Going to be great. Excited about it for the entire healthcare industry. And of course, as you know, because we've talked about it already, we have multiple healthcare clients in the mix looking for ROAMEOs with, in fact, a lot of stuff happening in that area. The next one that I put out was with a very well-known property ownership company that has a lot of different types of properties. And I bet that you've been in some of them at some point in your life, if you've been in America for any period of time. So they are very careful, like all these big customers. And we've actually been running stuff in their SOC for some time now. And that has now turned into a proof of concept, which I'm quite confident is going to go well. So I decided to press release it because I feel that the potential with that client is meaningful. And meaningful means material, means I'm going to get it out into the public in a big way, hence the press release. So that's a really good one. And then we press released our first licensing agreement for Tom, which is really exciting. The office manager, we don't talk about it that much because it's kind of a small project. There's only 3 customers that are on it. It's not high dollar, it doesn't move the needle revenue-wise. But I thought this was interesting because the end user is looking to deploy this across their entire company. The end user is a guarding company out of Canada, and they've told us to prepare for 100 licensing deployments. And I thought that was material and interesting because licensing money is great money because there's no real cost of capital. Hence, I thought material, shared it with you. And then Friday's press release was about existing healthcare customer expanding their ROSA use from the East Coast to the West Coast. I thought that was neat. I thought that was fun. I decided to share it. There have been at least 1 more order this week. And we're not going to talk about it, but expansion order for an existing client. So now, orders. Does this mean that the big dam holding back all these orders, all this funnel, does it mean that the dam is released? Nope. Doesn't mean that the dam is released. The dam is still there. Does it mean that some cracks are showing in the dam? I hope so. I mean, 5 different orders, at least 5 different orders from 5 different customers over 1 week. That's a good sign from big customers. So we can be hopeful, at least, that the dam is starting to show the cracks. I am always cautious and conservative. I don't know the effect of a potential federal government slowdown. I think that the markets, because of how American politics have been the last 10, 12 years, I think the markets now are less concerned. Like, I think the impact of a federal shutdown doesn't seem to really scare people as much as it used to. Whether that's right or wrong, I don't know. I'm not here to judge it. But, you know, I think if the market was really concerned, we would see more general stock market declines over these past few days than we've seen. So I think that's a good sign. Either the market thinks there won't be a shutdown, or the market thinks the shutdown won't be for very long, or the market doesn't care. So either way, okay, that sounds good to me. People are moving forward, and maybe the dam is starting to show so many cracks that it is going to burst soon. Along those lines, I will tell you that we have lots of conversations internally about what happens, lots of planning, lots of using our limited inventory dollars to purchase long lead time items and be sure that we have a very sensible supply chain for when orders do come in. So being very, very conscientious about that. Now, next week, I don't know where I'll record the weekly video from. It'll either be GSX in New Orleans, which I doubt, or it'll be more likely the Rex in Detroit, where I'll be visiting as well. So, more travel, but that's okay, because next week we are going to have our newest SARA team member on board at GSX, introducing us to all kinds of clients that need our SARA services. We are so excited. SARA, of course, is a software play, effectively a licensing play, and that means no cost of capital and relatively high margins, very high margins on it, which help us narrow that gap to positive cash flow. Please, let's get there this year. That is the plan. So excited to see how that goes. Everybody, we're building, we're selling, we're making revenue, we're growing. Thank you guys so much for being part of it. Remember, like, share, subscribe. It's easy. It's what you can do to help the company, and I thank you in advance. Have a great weekend.